What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hammers Fans United, and welcome back to this is the one from each team after show. I don't think anybody's watching as yet, but we're just gonna, once we get a few people watching, just go back over, your selection process, your thought process, and yeah, just see if anybody in the chat wants to get involved. At the minute, nobody's watching, but yeah, how you doing today? Anyway, Kieran, let me go full screen.
Yeah, good, mate. All very good. Got up reasonably early, about 5 o'clock. Had a good night's sleep. So yeah, another hot day.
Did I hear you say you was working? Was you working earlier or yesterday, or was that?
Yes,
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just done a little bit for my mate yesterday around his house. He needed one of the storms that came through sort of damaged his shed roof.
Yeah.
So I just replaced a few panels for him. It was all right.
Okay. Right, who's in the chat? We have Hammerhead. Hi, I'm here. Thank you for tuning in. And Hammerhead, we will get into it, but yeah, like how much of the Kieran's one from each team did you see? Because I know you joined late. Be rude not to acknowledge you, two legends. Oh, thank you very much, man. It would be good if you would, jump on the one from each team as well, Hammerhead. Let me get my glasses, man. My eyes are fucking stinging. Tired, man. Yeah, so Kieran, was you happy? When you watched it back, was you happy with your selection?
It was interesting to watch it back, because you just pick a team and you do your thing at the show and you're still not sure whether you've got anything right or not. But I looked at when you put that team up on the screen. Well, I'm happy with it because my thought process was, what I had. This weren't a traditional back four. I didn't want that. I'm really looking how Liverpool play, and I was looking at most of that game. We're going to be in a back two, and I'm happy with that. And I've got Trippier going up the wing. I've still got Saka to track back. I've got Rice in front of them. Right? When we ain't got the ball, I know there's enough defence there to hold. Because if you just looked at it without thinking about it, you'd think, we might look a bit light at the back. But I don't think we are, because I've got De Bruyne in the midfield and I've got Rice.
Yep.
And I don't see it. I've got Van Dijk, the best, one of the best centre halves around. I've got a goalkeeper, top goalkeeper in the Premier League. I think it's fine. I was quite happy with it. And as you know, the attacking threat is just there to see.
It's obviously there.
Cams.
Right, Cams, thank you for joining. I know you're tired or. How you doing anyway, Cams?
Tired, mate. Tired. A cold night, so we'll wrap up and me jacket and that. So I really enjoy watching the team though. I'm looking forward to it. It's freezing, mate. I bet you're all right over there, aren't you? Barbecues in January.
Did you Right, sorry, we'll get back to you, Cam. Let me just address Darren Higgins. Thank you for joining. He says morning all. Good day to you, Darren. Hammerhead says maybe one day, pretty soon, Titchy, my son. I look forward to it, Hammerhead. And Kieran can testify to this, that there ain't I don't rush anybody. I understand, when people. Frankel's, he's doing these, and I think he always says to me, no, you need to actually prompt me every so often. But yeah, whenever you're ready, all you got to do is just comment and let me know. And like I said, it would be good. I'm not going to lie, Kieran knows more about football than I do, has many of years of me watching and learning the game. I can't fault any of his selection. I'd probably pick a poor team. You know what?
No.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Nah.
You won't.
You wouldn't.
You'll get through it, and I'll tell you what, when you've got one from each thing to pick from, believe you me, there'll be an odd selection. People think, that's a bit. They won't. But a team as a whole, and that's why I looked at it. Mine. The team as a whole, I'm really happy with. Is there a couple of punts there with Coutinho? And if you look at him now, will he be great, or will Webster be right next to Van Dijk? I think he will. But this is because you've got to take a couple of risks. You can't just keep going for the obvious. So. I think whatever you pick, Hamed, you know enough about football, see enough about football. The boys always around. and you will come up with a decent side. Believe me. Yeah, you really will.
I believe that. You know what? Before we will let Cam speak, I would like to say, like, you know, this is the first time that we've done it after show, and you know, I like that we can now reflect on what we've, you know, just seen an hour or so ago. And when I first got into this, I was just getting into StreamYard. Even today, when I premiered the video yesterday, that's the first time I've scheduled a premiere on YouTube, and I tried to do it through StreamYard and I just couldn't re-upload it. It wouldn't let me. I was thinking, shit, what am I going to do? And then luckily YouTube, you can premiere. So yeah, it's all new to me, but you know, the fact that we can now sit here after, and like Kieran, obviously you saw your team visually, which, you know, you wrote it down and all that, but then when you see it on the pitch, and I just think, you know, I think so.
When you put the pictures up, you see them players now, and that's when you really see it. You know what you put up, and I'm going, and I'm looking at it and going, shit, I'm happy with that.
Exactly.
I'm delighted. And like I said, and this is what I'll be interested what Cam's team is, because I didn't watch anyone's purposely until I picked the team. I didn't want to be influenced by what they did or anything. So I don't even know Cam's team. I will go and watch it, what Cam did. And I flicked through Budgie's after I'd sent the team to you, and that's about it. And so I'm interested to know what Cam's team was, and I know mine will be shitloads better than it, but, but it might not be. It might not be.
Right, so sounds like decent partnership, Rice and De Bruyne. And he also says, thanks Kieran, man, big up. Right, so what I would say, Kieran, is that I timestamp the one from each team. So when you go to Cam's, for instance, you can literally, if you go into the description and click on, there's that boxes that say intro, bench, starting team. You can literally take you straight to, you know, so you can cut out the intro and stuff, because obviously you just want to see who they've picked. So yeah, it can make it quicker view, and that goes for you, Hammerhead, as well. Like, you can just check out other people's. But you know, I think I would have done what Kieran done. If I was ever doing this, I would want to not be influenced. So I would want to not watch them until after.
So it's been debut video in that as well. It's the first time me and Titch like properly spoke.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
yeah,
man.
All right, Cams. Now that you're here, what do you think of? You know, I'm going to ask you Kieran's individually, his bench, and then his starting team and his squad. Like, you know, what did you think of that once it was all said and done?
The bench is the easiest bit, and then getting the players that you don't want out the way. Let's be honest with you, you know, because you want the bigger teams in your starting team, don't you? So I thought the bench was strong, to be fair to you, because I expected it to be full of strikers when I heard how attacking your regime was. So I was kind of surprised.
Really
strong team, though. Really strong team. Bench even, sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I thought that, and I thought everyone would just pick the players that you don't want on the bench, and I didn't want to do that.
Nah.
I wanted to look at that bench and go, yeah, I can swap a player for him, not a problem. And that's why I picked Pickford, right? You know, instead of a Calvert-Lewin, you know, or who else? Yeah, well, I really like
Richarlison,
yeah, him as well. I thought about them because I want, you know, in the head I want an attacking, but no. But I want two quality goalkeepers in this side. You know, I could have easily picked a donut keeper that just a bit of space, you know, and kept another good Everton player to use. And I went, no. I'll stick to what I'd do if I were actually coaching a side. I want two good goalkeepers. And I've said that in the stream that I'm delighted at West Ham at the moment. We're not relying on Randolph. We were relying on Fabianski and Areola, and I don't care which one starts. That's a nice place to be as a coach.
Yeah.
That you've got two keepers. You know you're not, you know, oh God, I've got to put that keeper in. Jesus, are we going to lose this game? I don't feel like that way, and I don't now having Pickford as a backup. So yeah, and that's why I went to like Rafinha's there, while Ward-Prowse is there. I wanted that bench to be strong, to look strong. So I'm really happy with the bench.
Cams, I tricked you, didn't I?
You had a Euro goalkeeper on your bench as well, which that says a lot about how strong your bench is.
And England #1.
I think Everton still had Lucas Digne at the time, so I thought that was a no-brainer.
I tricked you in it, Cams, with the all English theme.
You did.
Yeah, to be honest, it's strange that, Cam. When the first few came up, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking about what nationality they were.
You're just looking at players, yeah. Yeah.
But I think I've got about
12.
I think I've got about 6 English players on the bench and 5 in the first team. Like
you had 12. You had 12 overall. It might be 7 on the bench, 5 in the first team, or 6 and 6.
That was by accident. Purely by accident. It's what I wanted.
Harry Kane.
That actually surprised me that I had that many English players in that squad. I really did.
Especially in this day and age, you know, obviously in the Premier League you can have like superstars or from all over. So yeah, to have 12 English, you know, I think it's a good thing. And obviously it wasn't by design, but I still think it's a good thing though. Where's your squad? All right, let me tell you. So on your I've got the picture here. On your starting team, you had Vardy, Kane, Rice, Saka, Trippier, and Webster. So you had 6 on the bench and 6 starting as English players. I'll tell you your bench. Your bench. Oh, fuck's sake! All right, I ain't got the image. You had Pickford. Then you had Cody. Then you had Tarkowski. You had Ivan Toney. You had Conor Gallagher. And then one more was English. Ward-Prowse, yeah. And an Irish player in Ida as well. So yeah. Right, so Darren says check out Wally's. We were speaking off air, Darren, just before we came on about Wally's, you know, his selection and his thought process. And then Kieran said it would be good if we could somehow, you know, rate the squads based off of player ratings. And I said, you know, maybe using what Wally used at the end of the season, we might be able to rate everybody's squad using whatever Wally used to get those player ratings. So that's something for the future where we could, you know, stat based compare. So Cams, going back to when you first, so basically anyone that doesn't know, anyone that is watching, you know, Cams commented on one of the videos on here. Then within 5 days he was, you know, on the show doing one from each team. So Cams, how long did it take you to come up with your team, and you know how easy or hard was it to pick a team based with these conditions?
I already had a couple of players in mind anyway, but from when I started it must have took me about a day and a half, I'd say, because I had my brother come and give me a hand with it as well, because I was struggling with a few certain decisions. Like I wanted, like for Liverpool for example, I wanted Salah, but I really want Van Dijk, if you know what I mean. But in the back of my head, I already had me starting right winger anyway. So it was a tough one. So I got my brother in, and he gives out a few certain ones. But it was interesting though, because I was fuming when
He's been assisted. We might have to bring in VAR on that one. He might have deducted points.
So you had help from your brother. Wally had help from the Las Vegas stats. Yeah.
I just had that. What's going on?
So, Camps, based off of Kieran's starting team, yeah, if you could change 3 players, either, like same club, but you could change. Because I know one of them. Who would you change? So, out of his starting team, if you could change 3 players, but it has to be from the same club that he's already picked.
Good. Well, you know, one of them. I put that out there first. It was Son for Harry Kane.
Yeah, definitely. I knew you'd say that.
I hate him with a passion. He's never getting in my team, I promise you.
2 more.
That wasn't tossed up for me, Cams. Which one? But then I thought about what Kane's done, goal scoring wise, in the Premier League. Yeah. Son's nowhere near it, is he? Son's nowhere near it. He's a quality player, but he ain't going to get you 20 plus goals a year. But Kane will. In that team, he will. That was why
I really liked Son when he was at Leverkusen. I think it's more out of passion, that, to be honest with you. Because I used to watch Leverkusen a lot when I was a kid, and Son I rated highly. And the day he signed for Tottenham, so God, I'll never forgive him. I'll never.
Yeah, right.
But I used to love watching.
Good evening, gentlemen.
I didn't realise you was in agreement, and I just messaged you. We're on, and obviously I turned around and I saw you there. So how you doing, Budgie?
All right, mate. I'll tell you what happened. I was I was disturbed by my son, and I forgot what time it was. So
that's all right.
I was a few minutes late. My apologies.
That's all right. No. Oh, so Cam, sorry, you said Kane, Son for Kane. Who else? Who's the other two that you would change? And then we'll ask Budgie the same question.
It's a tough one because I agreed with a lot of your players. That's the thing. You just Kane is a big no for me. There's nothing really I'll change. I don't think. I'll be honest with you, because they're all from the clubs they're from. I don't think I can change one for someone from the same team.
So with that being said, that means he's done a good job. If you can't, you understand. Like obviously, Kane is just a personal. You don't like him, but if you can't make any more changes, then maybe Kieran's done a good job. But would you?
You play I'll be honest with you. I don't like the idea of having three at the back because I'm more defensive minded.
Yeah, I think Webster's always up for grabs, isn't he? Because I'm backing potential here, not proven what he's done yet. But he's holding the line well at Brighton, and Brighton are doing very well. Thank you very much, aren't they? So that's why I've got him. He's my potential, but. The reason I'm happy with him there is Van Dijk makes any player better. Zuma makes Dawson better. Ogbonna makes Dawson better. This is what I'm looking at. I don't need the two best centre-halves in the country there. I just need one great one and a potential centre-half who might be really good in the future. So that's my thought process about him. But I could understand if you turn around and me said, no, but Dunk from Brighton might be more experienced and a better option. You're probably right, You're probably right. Yeah. But I'm looking for the future with that young lady.
Didn't knock it. I think I'll give you in there for that one. I thought that was a solid choice, I'll be honest with you. I rated it, actually.
Happy's in the building. Budgie.
Yes.
What did you think of, in general, like his Kieran's squad, his team, and his bench? Like, separately and then collectively, what did you think when you was watching that?
Shit. No, I didn't. I didn't. Stop it. Okay, let's start with the bench. I thought he started off really strong, actually. First player he picked out was Pickford, of course, And I thought, wow, he's going for a strong bench, and it proved to be. I mean, there was only one or two players on there that I, wouldn't have picked, and that's only personal choices. I mean, like on his bench, I don't think there was one player that I picked in my squad at all.
Oh, none.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I don't think any of them were in my squad at all.
Right.
You got to remember, like from Leeds, I had Calvin Phillips.
On your starting team?
On my starting 11.
Alongside
Declan Rice and, of course, N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
So, I like Kieran went all out attack. I went all out, like, midfield strength and pressure, So, I mean, I thought it was a really good bench. I really enjoyed listening to it as well. But it was a really good bench, and I think I gave the bench an overall 8.
Yeah.
In the chat, and I've got to be honest with the starting 11. Again, started out very strongly with Mendy. Fortunately, Kieran was able to have two windows in between mine and his.
Look at it.
But I'm inviting myself back to do another one.
Look at that.
But no, actually, do you know what though? Having said that though, I still stand by my team.
Yeah,
I would not. I mean, there's not a player other than maybe Coutinho that I would change. I mean, I would put Coutinho into my squad as it was, and take out the other Villa player that I had in.
Yeah.
Which I believe was Mings. Can't remember now.
All right, this is a tough one because Kieran hasn't seen. He's seen some of yours, Budgie, and he purposely didn't want to watch anybody's.
Yeah.
So Budgie and Cam's. If you put we put the whole squad, right? Because like if you play, I don't know, managers, championship manager, whatever it's called, they might bring on subs there. If you put if you put your team into a computer and Kieran put his team in, who do you think the computer would select as or what would the score be in that game, Budgie, and then Cam's playing against Kieran's team?
I want to see this happen now. We need to find a way to do this.
Excuse me.
What do you think, Cam? Your team first, and why would you think that score would come out?
It's so fun because of how attacking your team is. I know you're going to score about 7. So,
I mean, it is a bit of a dream team, isn't it? Going forward.
Of course it is. They all are, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident. I think my team will do well against Kieran. In fact, I'll put my team against anybody.
Yeah, not a hope.
Got Mo Salah, Kevin De Bruyne.
All right, stop. Kieran, are you happy to learn? Are you happy to learn their squads now? I know you're going to watch it, but do you want to hear theirs now?
Yeah, but what?
All right.
The three names Budgie just mentioned actually might help them counteract this team I've got, because what I didn't want is 3 defensive midfielders. Now, Budgie just said Kante, Phillips and Rice. They're 3 defensive midfielders. Now, they might have a chance of stopping Kane, Vardy, Ronaldo, because they're so defensive.
All right.
But with potential for attack.
All right, Budgie. Right.
Yes,
I haven't seen any of your teams yet to be. Right, Budgie, you go first, right? Just go through your. Cam's has watched both of yours now, but Budgie, if you go through your team and then Kieran can then decide just your starting team. We won't even,
All right, okay, if I can bloody remember it. Okay, Schmeichel in goal.
All right, stop. So that's Schmeichel and Mendy. Cam, you can be the ref. Schmeichel or Mendy?
I've lost my what?
Budgie picks Schmeichel and Kieran picked Mendy. Which one would you go for?
Schmeichel and Mendy. I had Mendy in my starting 11 as well. All
right. Budgie, what formation did you play?
5. What was it? 5-3-2-1 or something like that.
Or 5-3-2.
5-3-2. Yeah, sorry. 5-3-2,
or did you play 5-3-1-1? Was it? Did you play a 1-1?
Yeah. 5-3-1-1. Yeah.
All right. So you both got 3 centre backs, so we can compare them. All right. Who was your first centre back, Budgie?
Who was it? Oh gosh, do you know? I'm trying to think of it. I know Livramento was in there. From Southampton.
Do you have Dunk, Budge? From what I see, was it Dunk?
May have been Dunk. It's been a while since I did it, and like like I keep telling people, my memory is shot a bit. I don't bloody remember.
I know. I don't remember.
No. I'm pretty sure Livramento was in there. I didn't pick anybody really like.
Did you have Kouyaté in the back, or was he centre mid, or was he on the bench?
Can't remember. I had Varane.
Right, I'll tell you. I've got it here, Budgie. Right, so Budgie's team, Kieran, was Schmeichel. Then it was the back 3 was Varane, Tarkowski, and Lewis Dunk. And then his 3 midfielders was obviously Rice, Kante, and Phillips. Then he had 3 attacking midfielders was Son, De Bruyne, and Damari Gray. And up front he had Salah.
Yeah, not attacking enough for me. But a good side.
Maybe not.
No, just a good side. That's right.
Livramento was on my bench, wasn't he?
I mean, it's a good punt. Yeah. I mean, Damari Gray's a good punt. I mean, that's good. To me, 3 centre halves and then 3 defensive midfielders. To me, there's 2 defensive. But
you've also got to remember Declan Rice can break forward. Kante can break forward. Calvin Phillips, I'm sure he can break forward if he wanted to. All three of them players can hold or play it forward. So, you know, the reason I chose them three is because they're probably three of the best central midfielders in the country right now. Three of. No, I'm not saying these three, but three of the best. And you have to pick one from each team. So, you know, that's, you know, as you said, Kieran, you've got to consider all your positions. You know what I mean? You have to, you know. So,
all right. Yeah. Let's go to Cam's team because...
Go on.
I think I remember mine as well, you know.
Okay, yeah, go for it then.
You've got it in front of me in case I'm wrong. Just in case I'm not
Yeah.
Right. Goalkeeper, Mendy, same as Kieran's. Right back, Kyle Walker. Ramiro, Van Dijk, centre-halves. Lucas Digne, Everton, left back. Declan Rice to Tielemans in the middle. Was Rodrigo my 10?
Yeah, you picked Rodrigo from Leeds. Yeah.
Yeah, Rodrigo was my 10. St. Max on the left, Adama on the right, Ronaldo up front.
Kieran, what are you saying?
You're the first one to put St. Max on the starting lineup then.
I think I'm the only one to have a big 16.
You're the only one that is, actually.
On the left, Kieran.
Not on the bench.
St. Maximum on the left, Kieran.
I think.
Right.
So I'll go back through Cam's team. Mendy in goal, right back Kyle Walker, two centre backs is Van Dijk and Romero of Spurs, left back Lucas Digne of Everton. Then he's got Rice and Tielemans in the middle, Rodrigo playing as a 10. Left is St. Maximin, right is Traore, and striker is Ronaldo. Would your team beat that team, Kieran?
Yeah, it was shit all over it.
I knew that was coming.
It's so polite, isn't it?
Well, look, Traore's one of them. You know, you either like him or you do. So Maximum's the same. They try hard, do great bits. Do I think they're going to get you 20 goals a season? None of them will. Neither of them players will. Rodrigo, I think, proved that Leeds that he's not good enough. So, no, the rest of it is really good. I like these back four. I like the midfield. You have Tielemans next to right. Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's really good. But the front bit you got, Samir Traore could be fantastic. Maximin could be. And but not Rodrigo. No, I wouldn't have him. But it's a good side. I like the midfield till it gets to the front.
You're not going to do it. I'm going to take a...
You didn't go with Salah then, Cam. You think?
But
no, I went with Van Dijk, and I agree with you.
I did.
I already had the Dharma planned from the back of my head. I was one of the names on the list.
Most dangerous forward in the Premiership at the moment, in my opinion. Salah.
Yeah. Kieran, can you explain again why you didn't pick Salah? I like it.
Yeah, I didn't pick him because he's a cheating. That's the only reason. I think he's probably the best centre forward in the Premier League. But I didn't want. But the choices were him or Van Dijk. So to me, there was no choice. It was Van Dijk first.
Really?
So,
yeah.
All right. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna read the comments and then you lot keep talking. I'm gonna put your teams all on one thing and put it in it. Right. So, James Bond, good evening and thank you for joining. Oops, I'm late. Fabs would have saved that, but I'd go for Pope. He's winking.
Cool.
Hello, James. Be nice. James says, sorry, Hamid. I'll follow your glorious path. Then, 1 second. Right. Happy says, I bet everyone picks Rice. Did you three all pick Rice?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was my first name. My first name was Rice, and that was it.
Of course.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have to work around that, man. You know, you can't do anything about it.
So, thumbs up from Happy for Traore, Cams. What we got? James Bruton there. Oh, so have you done one? Yeah, I done one. Not December just gone. The one before. That's when I came up with it. I came up with it in November. Done it, but now things have changed. But I had Son, I had Vardy, I had Van Dijk, partner in Vestergaard at the time, who was having a good season actually. So yeah, I've done one, but I will do another one. Oh, Hammer it, fill me in. What's going on? I'm late again. Right, James. Kieran has done his one from each team. They are comparing scores. Okay, good. She's already told you. What does this say? You look brutal if Western would hammer it to Spurs, Millwall, Chelsea. It says right. Budgie and Cams, if you could, if you could go again, and it was just a starting team with the new additions, who would you pick? Now I'm going to try and do this. Yeah, if you could do it again, just a starting team, who would you pick?
Coutinho over Rodrigo, and I'd have like Rafinha or something instead for Leeds. And who did I can't remember who I had for Villa now. Was it El Ghazi? I don't think.
Nah.
And if it was, that works out. He's at Everton now anyway. So.
Is he?
Luca Dean.
Oh, Dean. Sorry.
Is it not?
Budgie, what would you do?
Is it El Ghazi that's gone on loan?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Who did you have in midfield back then? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check mine now. Budgie, who would you pick? I'm gonna check. Happy.
Who would I pick?
Yeah, if you could pick a starting team again.
There's only one player who would change, and as I said, that'd be Coutinho. I'd bring him in instead of whoever it was I chose from Villa. Who was it I chose? Ben Mee. No, he's Burnley. Oh God, who was it I chose?
I forgot you got a terrible memory.
I have. Yeah. It's completely gone, mate. It's all these medications I'm on. Anyway, yeah, but only be Coutinho would be the only player I would bring in.
Because, yeah, Kieran's, I don't know, I looked at that team, when even when he said it, but when I looked back at it, I'm thinking, look at that team. Look at Vardy, Kane, Ronaldo. Then Coutinho, Rice, De Bruyne, and Saka. Oi, Cam, you gave Saka a 6.
I did. I don't like Saka very much either. That's more just personal. I just don't like Saka very much.
He must have hurt a Scouser once.
Somewhere. I'm gonna. One sec. Where's Kieran's team? For fuck's sake. I'm gonna put these up. I'm gonna put these up, and then we'll see what everybody in the chat, even you three, you might look at it and think actually. And I will check that. Happy. Who are your Arsenal players? Who did you pick? Kieran picked Saka in his starting team. Budgie picked. Who did you pick from Arsenal? Arsenal Budgie.
Saka, wasn't it?
Did you pick him as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Pretty sure I did. Yeah,
was he on your? Sure I did. Oh, but he's on your bench though.
He was on my bench. Yeah.
I would say also that's not just me then.
Who did you pick, Cams?
Odegaard on the bench.
For Arsenal. Oh yeah, Odegaard. One sec. Size.
For me, I would have left my Tottenham player on the bench, other than the fact that it was Heung-min Son. So I couldn't exactly leave him on the bench. So
No,
I went with Kieran
for the bench.
I had Van Dijk and I just put a double hard bastard next to him.
Right, I'm gonna save this, and then when I put it in it, we'll take up the whole screen. But I want Happy, James, Darren, Hamed, if you to say who you think would win, just the starting team. Looking at it, Kieran, you're confident in it. Kieran's just like, nah, it's my team.
Yeah, it's so hard to compare, isn't it? You know what I mean? We're all putting up a make-believe team that we thinks can win. Mine's more attack-minded, but why I believe my team will work is I think Liverpool prove it works. They prove that they can attack with multiple players from midfield and the front. And if you've got two at the back with Liverpool, it suffices. Because when they do lose the ball, they all come back. Even Salah, to be fair to him, he runs back to the right back position to defend. This is the point. But they're not doing it that much in a game, because all these teams, if you have a team like that, all three of these teams, you're going to be having 70% of that ball. And this is why I didn't go so defensive, because I don't think we need it.
That's interesting. That
can you not see that? It's not perfect because of I've created a different picture of Kieran's on, but can you see that? And
yeah, I'm not putting my glasses on to get a good look.
Because now I'm looking at it, I'm going to try and look at it, like with just if I'm looking at it as a team, they're all good teams. All of them are good teams.
Oh, cool. Fuck yeah.
If I'm going on the defence, I know one's got a 4 in it. The defence would probably have to go to Cam's, I think. But he has got an extra player. He's got Walker, Dina.
What? Oh, Cam's in the middle, yeah?
Yeah.
At the back. That's disgusting.
Yeah. I like the idea of Walker being there. That's a good pick.
But you obviously, you two have got 3 at the back, which is easiest to compare. But because he's got 4, that would be... Now, if we go to the midfield, Kieran's got 4. Or where would you put Kane in that, Kieran? Would you put him as part... No, you put him as your forward line, innit?
Yeah, he's just behind them front 2.
All right. And Budgie's got... Budgie, how many you got in midfield there?
5.
We call it 5, yeah? So we take out...
Yeah, because like De Bruyne, I'm using him more as a like a backup striker to Salah, as a partner to Salah, really.
So if we're comparing 3, 4, and 5, we've got Cam's got 3 in the middle, Kieran's got 4, and Budgie's got 5. Would we say, because of the number, then would we give it to Budgie or would we give it to Kieran? We can't give it to Cam, not with 3 players in there. Who would we give the midfield?
And to be fair, it's the quality of the players I've got in the midfield as well.
Yeah, those 3. But then
you got the European champ, like the Euros. You got the best midfield pairing in the whole of the competition in my midfield there. Plus Kante.
So
that's a good argument.
Kieran. It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it, Kieran?
I'm trying to look at. I can't see your midfield up for me here. But what is it? Can you just tell me it?
Right. Yeah. So the most defensive, the way Titcher's got it planned out, most defensive Kante, and then slightly forward of them on the left, Phillips from Leeds, Rice, and then out on the left wing, I've got Son. Out on the right wing, Damari Gray.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's a hard midfield to break through attacking it, for sure. It really is.
Yeah. And like I said, with those 3 central midfielders,
I think
they can rotate and do the same job.
I think if we can get past them, though, your centre halves can be got at. I think I can get them. Not a problem.
Yeah, which is why I went for a little bit of experience and then a dynamic new boy. Because at that time, Varane had only just come to United.
Literally just got there.
Yeah, literally about a week or so before. So, yeah. I mean, that was like a dynamic new lad that everyone was raving about. So I threw him in. Because there was nobody else. There was nobody else at United I wanted to use. Other than Lingard, and he don't play enough for United for anybody to, sort of qualify using him. Do you know what I mean? And he hadn't been on loan with us at that point, had he, Chick?
No. All right.
I don't live with Rodrigo, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. All right. Let's make this easier, right? Let's put Salah, Son, and De Bruyne for you. I'll tell you what we're going to do here. For you, Budgie. Obviously, and then the other 2 have got a front 3. Out of those front 3s, and we'll make up your front 3, Salah, De Bruyne, and Son. Who, at the end of the season, if they play 38 games, which front 3 scores the most goals?
That's really difficult. I would say probably Kieran.
It's not difficult at all, bud.
I put it in the chat as well. Kieran's front 3 have over 1,000 career goals together. That's incredible. So,
all right. Let's say Kieran's then who? Would it be De Bruyne, Salah, and Son, or Ronaldo, Traore, and Saint Maximin to score the next, highest amount of goals?
I got to say, I think personally that Ronaldo would be carrying San Maximin and Adama a bit. Do you know what I mean? It would be him getting the goals, them two probably providing for him. So he would have the lion's share of the goals out of those three. Whereas with Kieran's three, you'd be hard pushed to decide which one would get the number of goals. And with mine, it would probably be Salah and then, the other two splitting the rest between them. So I think really and truly, the front three needs to go to Kieran, if I'm honest, because that is very, very, very prolific.
Ridiculous.
I mean, the stats stand up for themselves. What was it? Over 1,000 goals between them.
Yeah.
So I wonder what my three lads would have. Gosh, they probably have it somewhere in the region of about 450 between them.
No, more than that. Probably more. I've actually, I don't know, but
But I'm guessing that around about half of what them three have got, and between Cam's team, I suppose you've probably got, I don't know, Ronaldo's got a stupid amount of goals on his own, hasn't he? Oh, mate, it's just ridiculous.
Right, I'm going to get...
I suppose, really and truly, if you was to actually put the number of goals together, it would probably be pretty close between Ronaldo and the whole of my front three. I mean, he's the only player I've ever bloody heard of, and I'm still seeing it on my other screen. He's the only player I've ever heard of that's had more goals than games.
Yeah, that's
bloody ridiculous. Oh no, Pele.
That's what it's hard not to pick him, because of that stat.
I know, really, but I couldn't. He wasn't in the country at the time. Do you know what I mean? And not that I would, because he's an enigmatic dick.
Right. Happy says, is Kieran on commission?
Oh, who knows?
He's rather going to be hoping he's on goal bonus.
Right. Cam's defence, Budgie's midfield, and Kieran's front line. See? It's very hard to...
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't seen the show before, so I'm a wee bit miffed. But what the fuck? This is James. Yeah, James, this is one for each team. If you get any time, go to our playlist, and then there is one from each team. Budgie's taken part, Cam's done one, Kieran's obviously now done one, Charlie Walsh, Gatesy, Fever, Wally.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I think
hey. Charlie Boy.
Charlie Boy.
Bong. I think he'd come up with a good side, James Bond, because I think he knows a little bit about the game, and if he doesn't know the premise, James, it's you pick one player from every team in the Premier League, so you've got 20 players, a starting 11 and 9 for a bench,
including one goalkeeper. That's it. Simple concept, but not simple in execution. Yeah, it's just, you got to think.
Yeah, look, even Hammerette's got it there for you. Look.
Yeah, she put it there. Let me put it back.
There you go. See?
She just,
I'm watching on this.
She's practiced. She's just getting ready for her one. Darren says no Martinelli. Thanks.
No, it's gin tonight. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about alcohol.
Kieran's without a doubt. She says your team, Kieran. Happy Amaret says. They've all picked Rice, James. Oh, Darren says Wally's team. I'm still hoping that Darren and Richie might come on and do one from each team together. I wondered if by the end of the season any of you would swap Rice out for Bowen. You know what would be... Oh, no. Nah. Because you know what it is? There's better forward players that are more prolific than... So that's the only reason why he couldn't get in this concept. But Rice would add value to nearly anyone's team. What's that?
Yeah.
Cams?
Exactly. Can you imagine if Liverpool Liverpool bring in Rice, They brought in Rice in front of Van Dijk.
I was considering swapping Rice out for Lanzini, but now that you've said that, Kieran's team was better than mine. Forget it, I ain't doing it.
Kieran tops it for me, says Darren. So, okay, Happy and Darren said Kieran's team. Can only have one player from each team, James. Don't tell Kieran that, Darren. His head will explode. Here we go. What's this?
It won't. Because every team there's got its merits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, my process was to make it attacking and not so defensive. If you put Budgie's defensive line up and Cam against mine, they're better. But I know I don't need to be that good with what I've got going forward with Coutinho and De Bruyne and Saka and the front three. I don't need to be that strong in defence, and that was my thinking behind it. If you put their defences against mine, they've got a better defensive midfield and a better back line. But I don't need to be. I've got the players to do it.
On that point,
we are being attacked. I've got Rice to protect. I've got Van Dijk to protect. And De Bruyne.
On that point, Hammerette, you got to remember that Ronaldo's only worth about £3 these days, so don't add him into the value.
We'll tell Moyes that we can buy it.
He ain't worth a light really now, is he?
He's not worth it.
Don't get me wrong. Financially, he's not worth a penny.
He is.
He ain't. Mate, Keith is ready to get a bus pass.
Of course he is. Mate, Man United, they probably sold another 100 million shirts when he came back. So they'd be right with it.
He can't keep going. His name ain't Billy Bonds, mate.
Of course he can't. I think he's in the wrong team, to be honest, Bunch, but there you go.
Yeah.
Right, so,
Kidderminster Harriers or something. Go on.
It's good to sit here with 3 people that have actually taken part in the show. But, it was an after show. And now, I would like to move on to Budgie, your new channel. And, what's coming, what's, that you can disclose, what's the plans, and let's speak about that for the next, maybe, 10-15 minutes. We'll wrap this up after about now, but obviously we've got through that, and I think that, just before you go, Budgie, that it was good to do an after show for that, but, we've spoken everything now, so Budgie, let's hear what's going on with your new channel, name, and all of that. The link is in the description to the last show, actually. I need to put it in this one, but carry on.
Thank you. I actually just wanted to say that I like the idea that you've done an after show for this, because it makes doing the one from each team, it makes doing that like as a pre-recorded thing, it kind of brings that to life, as it were, for you. I mean, when I did mine, we didn't do an after show.
No, we didn't have, all of this sort of. Well, I didn't.
Yeah, so we kind of just did that and premiered it and that and so on. It was great. I loved it. But the fact that you're doing this with Kieran, you've invited me and Cam in to come and chat with you as well. I think it kind of expands it. It makes it feel a lot more earthy and real. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just a pre-recorded thing that we were all just commenting on, which we all enjoyed, because all of the you were both in the comments as well as on the screen, so it's great. It was like the unfocused stuff that we do, in that respect, But I like that. But so I've been toying with the idea for a little while. I mean, you kind of planted the seed in my head when we did my one from each team, because during the build up to me starting to call out the names and the clubs and that, you actually said, and your words were, mark my words, Budgie will have something going himself before you know it. Or words.
I'm always right. People, Cams can tell you I'm always right.
And, to be fair, it's taken me a little while to, get my shit together to do it, and B, really to have the confidence to go and actually try and do something of my own. I'm hoping that the kind of content that I offer will be very different to yourself and to Random and some of the other channels out there. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's similar in the way of like chat showy type things and stuff like that. But I'm in negotiations with a guy that I've known all my life, since I was about 3 or 4, who is also a West Ham fan. He's a lifelong season ticket holder, and that I'm trying to get him to come on camera and do a couple of little pieces with me. But also, he's really good friends with a lot of ex-professional players. So I'm also hoping that there's a link there for me to get in with a couple of players. Not going to name any names because that wouldn't be fair. If I do get them, I'd like it to be a nice surprise to you guys. If I don't get them, I don't look like a mug.
Yeah.
But I am in negotiations to try and get something like that going on. It's going to be like different in some respects because some of the players aren't West Ham players.
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of, I did the Tales of the Unaccepted with my brother. Any players that are not West Ham related will be interviewed or spoken with in that kind of frame, whereas they're like I want to see what their experiences were with their team against us at Upton Park or even the London Stadium, if I can get anybody that current, which is probably unlikely because it's all legends and that he knocks about with. So I'm rather hoping that we get a few of those in the channel, and obviously Kieran and I are going to do a couple of things. We're going to do we're still going to do Unfocused on Random on a Saturday morning. We're going to probably pre-record it because obviously it's really difficult for us to get tied down on a Saturday morning to actually do it live, and it could just cause too many issues. So we're going to pre-record that, and we're also going to have a little thing on my channel which is called Green Street Elite, by the way. I forgot to mention that. We're going to have something called Football Refocused, where we will recap on what happened on Unfocused on the Saturday, and then look forward to the week ahead, as it were.
Yeah.
Which will probably come out on a Sunday or a Monday.
Would that be live?
That's something we haven't really sort of spoken about yet, Kieran, have we?
No.
That would be live. We'll try and schedule it so that it's at the same time every week or every 2 weeks or whenever it is. But I'm not sure. We may do a live edition of that, especially for example, European game weeks, stuff like that, where it's a little bit special for us as West Ham fans. We might just do a live one so that we can perhaps either have a guest in the studio or we can interact with the chat, and it can all go up on the screen, and it'll be kind of like a little bit of it'll be a little bit random, but it won't be random. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Let me just get through the comments. I'll ask Kieran a question. Right. So we've answered that. So yeah, it was Kieran and Cam's picked Mendy and Budgie picked Schmeichel. Darren says Kieran has an advantage because of the transfer window. Always right, Titch. You must have a bit of my syndrome. Yeah, what I mean by that is a lot of the time I can call things way before they're gonna happen, whether it's good or bad. James to them. Okay, Schmeichel spelt wrong. That's me. James Bong says thanks. All right, Happy says if you go back and watch it. But then James says, yeah, I missed this. Yeah, James is always part of the lives, man. So much respect to you. Happy says, oh, here we go. It was a great little debut earlier, Budgie. Excited about the new content in your show. I'm going to get through this, then I'll ask Kieran a question. Not now, Bong, you, Rodney. Go back later or whenever. He's laughing.
Rodney. She's great, isn't she?
Darren says,
you should hear what she calls us on the group chat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love the morning greetings.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
all right.
Yeah.
I know, because she messaged me before, oi, bitch,
Yeah.
and then... yeah, like,
Oh no, we get morning fuck faces.
yeah.
That's what we get every morning.
That was funny.
Oh gosh.
Right. Budgie, answer that, and then I'm going to ask Kieran a question. So from Darren.
Will you stream live for a chat some mornings, guys? Yes, mate. I'm gonna actually. Do you know what? I'm really sort of thinking about like a Sunday morning thing. A Sunday morning for me. I mean, are you talking about your morning, Darren, which is sometime in July, I think, isn't it, for us? I can't remember what the time difference is, Darren.
I forget what Darren is. I'm 10 hours in front of you, Budge, and Darren about 3 or 4 hours behind me. So whatever you
so
went,
he's about 7 hours ahead of me then.
Yeah, around that, I think. Darren will correct me.
It's 7:30 in the morning there right now.
So right, okay,
It's
yeah.
7 hours in front of us.
Yeah, 7 hours, right? So it's after. So I would have to be starting a stream at around about midnight my time to be 7 o'clock breakfast time your time, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be 10 in the
Breakfast
morning
time,
for me,
7 o'clock?
Budge.
Yeah.
So that'd be good for me.
Yeah, that's a possibility. You know me, mate. I've been doing 8-hour streams and everything with Beach.
I don't know if that suits any of your viewers in the UK. That's all.
All right.
We will be doing all sorts of stuff, but we will try and schedule it so that we get some kind of structure to the station, to the channel.
Well, what Titch has done with me is we've done the players' ratings and all that. He's done about 9 or 10 at night, your time, and that works out really well for me because I can get up for that. If you do it 10 at night, it's 8 in the morning for me, but it's a bit harder for say Darren. Who then he's about 5 in the morning for him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awkward.
All right, Kieran. This is a question for you. I'm be interested. Please explain to me what exactly you'll be doing on Wizard from Oz.
We haven't got a clue what he's talking about. All he's doing, mate, this nutter, right? This fucking nutter. What he said, announces it live. Right? Oh yeah, I'm doing something with fucking Ernie. And it's going to be called Wizard of Oz. Is it?
Yeah.
Let me know what it is, because I'm not sure what wizardry I'm meant to be doing. So you'll have to explain it to me. Don't have to do it now, but you'll have to explain it at some stage.
It's got nothing to do with magic and wizardry, all right? I promise you. I promise you. No, but you're my wizard from Oz, mate. I mean, he called you his little gnome. I'll call you me wizard. That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm happy with that, mate. I just didn't know what was the premise of the show you're talking about.
Right. Happy says, spill the beans, Kieran.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. I'll tell you what, but I can do a budgie moment here. I got the boy last night with the Clippers, right? And I just went, fuck.
Damn! I'm joking.
He took the lot off. I think I had the wrong blading because it weren't meant to be this short.
It looks good though. It does actually look good, especially with the sunglasses on. Man. Looks good.
I'll take the hat off.
This is a good comment. Darren says the wizard needs a lion.
The wizard and the lion.
Who's the scarecrow and who's the clown out of these two? Then you're the wizard. I'm the lion. Budgie.
Mate, I'll take Scarecrow every day of the week.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah. What about the man in the cellar?
Man in the cellar. Oh yeah.
The Man in the Cellar. What film
That's
are you
Cam's.
watching?
That's Cam's. Look at it. That's
Yeah,
in the dark.
No, so
What did you say?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to work.
I prefer The Wiz to The Wizard of Oz. Anyway, have you ever seen that, Titch?
What?
The Wiz.
The Wiz.
The Wiz. Yeah.
No.
It's the Wizard of Oz story, but it was put together by Tamla Motown, basically.
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Man, it's banging. Michael Jackson plays part of the Scarecrow. Diana Ross plays part of Dorothy. Then you got all kinds of people in it. I just can't think of anybody at the moment, but it's all black actors and actresses, and it's great. It's brilliant. It's really, really good. Michael Jackson's dance routines are exceptional.
Is it sort of was that a Motown production sort of thing?
Yeah, I believe it was Motown. Yeah. Well, it's definitely a Berry Gordy Jr. production, anyway. Whether it was labelled as, called The Wiz, W-I-Z.
I'm going to check it out. Cam's in the dark because he needs to stop growing.
Smashing the head in light bulbs and that, aren't I?
Yeah, good.
That's why I'm the clown.
Yeah, good. All right, Budgie. In all seriousness, though, like, what would you, whatever show? If Kieran, would it be Kieran by himself, or would that be both of you, or?
Well, no. I mean, like, basically, the Wizard of Oz basically is just my nickname for him because, like, I couldn't call it. We had a discussion the other day about the name for a show, and you came up with a name for a show for Cam, which was Cam's Corner, and I said to you, ironically, I was thinking about that as a show name for Kieran, so for Kieran's Corner. So neither of us have used it.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd come up with something else, and I was thinking about like Down Under, but then we got like a viewer that, like Neil from Down Under, so I didn't want to make any confusion happen there, and I just thought, well, he's from Oz, he's in Oz. Oh, all right, okay, the Wizard of Oz. He looked a bit like the Wizard, so why not? Merlin. That's what I'm going to start having you up with.
Cams. So obviously we came up with a name, and I didn't realise that you had named, but you're not going to use it anyway. No. So, Cams, on camera, are you happy with discussions, or do you want Cam's Corner?
keep discussions, and it's
different.
Yeah, I think it should be Cam's Corner. Cam's Corner is better. Perfect for him.
I like both, to be fair. Yeah, I like both. And
let's have a vote.
I'll give you that.
Kieran, what are you saying? What should we name the show?
Cam's Corner, mate.
What about you, Budgie?
I like Cam's Corner.
I like it as well, but like I said,
discussions is kind of a bit of the tongue-tied stuff for me.
I'm glad we went for that one then.
Yeah, Cam's Corner. and like as I said, we came up with the idea more or less at the same time. I mean, we did do an impromptu show on Random quite a few weeks back, and I just pissing about. I just said to Kieran, "Come on, mate, this is your show. You're going to be fronting it. I'm not going to be the lead this time. You're going to do it. I'm going to call it Kieran's Corner," and I did for that day. But it's gone. It's done. We didn't do another one. Didn't speak about another one either, did we? So, Cam, I would rather. I think it suits better. Cam's Corner. I think it suits.
Or Scouts are in the cellar.
Scouts are in the dark. He ain't got any electricity to roll with his neighbours in the corner. Cam. All right. Happy says Cam's Corner. Right. Let's read these. Darren says to Budgie, will you be on Random from time to time? Sorry, I didn't read that properly. Will you be on Random from time to time?
Yes, I will. I'm still part of the Random family. We're all part of the Random family on here. I will be on Random from time to time. And like I said, we'll do Football Unfocused. We're going to pre-record it, and that will go out on Random. So yeah, I'll still be popping in, doing my bit. Yeah.
The reason why I ain't been on there is because you lot have seen I've been busy. I've been on YouTube a lot, and that's why I'm not on there, because I was never ever on anybody else's channel, so that's not really me. And I just haven't been on there because of the time that I'm always on here now and preparing stuff. I've got to prepare tomorrow's Guess Who, all the images and stuff like that. So it's just a lot going on. So for me, it's just there's no time basically. Yeah.
And I do know that you're always tuning in and do comment.
Yeah.
And that. So yeah.
Damn, I'm sure Peach said they will be still going on random from time to time. Okay, so she's answered already. Sorry. Because football unfocused, would that be on?
That will stay on random. Yeah, that will stay on random. Yeah. I mean, it was created for random, so let's keep it on random. It's right and proper, isn't it? Really, to be fair.
We are going refocused.
Yeah, we're gonna go and do refocused on Green Street Elites. We're gonna do refocused, which, as I said, we'll recap on Unfocused and that, but it'll be a completely different show. It'll be something completely different. Well, not completely, but it won't be exactly the same format or the same content as what you get on Unfocused. It'll be. I mean, I'm gonna probably, if we record it, I will probably script it for myself as much as I can.
That's interesting.
He says it'll be different. It won't. It'll be just me talking bollocks and him answering. That's it.
What do you say, Cam? Cam, what do you say?
It's interesting because I thought Refocus was going to be like a new brand of Unfocused. I thought that's where you were going with that, but it's interesting to see you still doing both.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you got. See, for me, I got me leap into doing this through Peach, and out of respect to Peach, I contacted him before I launched the channel because I felt it was only right and proper, and also out of respect, I promised him that I wouldn't take Unfocused off of there because it was created for that channel. So, I just believe that I'm a man of my word, and my word is that it can stay there. But and I'm hoping that Kieran ain't got an objection to that, to be honest with you. But I don't think you have, mate?
As long as we can fit in with timing, that's the only issue. You know what I mean? If we can, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Because the race,
well, I mean,
I only do what you and Titch tell me to do. So.
You sound like a bitch now, mate. For God's sake, stop it.
Absolutely. I'm bitch.
But
yeah,
I mean, Budgie, we spoke about this, but we thought that the best thing would be if you pre-record it and then just put it out at 11 every Saturday.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Football Unfocused from here on in will probably always be pre-recorded.
As it was before, initially.
As it was before, when we first initially came up with the concept, yeah. It'll be pre-recorded.
It'd be nice to try then, Budge, if you don't mind me suggesting.
Yeah.
The refocus we can do live as much as we can.
Yeah. I mean, refocused. All it is just to try and give a familiar sounding name for people to go, oh, hold up, yeah. I'll give that a look. You know what I mean? That's really why I sort of went with refocused. And yeah, in fact, Kieran said, as I was saying it, he said, I was going through my head as well.
I had it before, both at the same time. I said refocus would be a good name, and the Budgie went, I'm going to call it I went, yeah, bang on, mate.
Happy Hammer, it says, be good to see something slightly different from, obviously, will be different to what we've seen from you already. Right. James says, I'll follow you, Budgie. Thank you for that, James. Happy Hammer says, is that a thumbprint on your forehead, Kieran?
I've got no one to put a thumbprint on there, mate.
She's trying to say me and Budgie tell you what to do.
Yeah, me and.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there is that. A thumbprint from afar. Yes.
It's a Dr. Martin print. If it's anything to do with me, mate, I can tell you.
James says you're a proper geezer. I think that's got to be Kieran.
He's one of the elusive great train robbers. I just thought I'd put that out there.
Not so elusive now that Budgie's just put it out there. No.
Yeah. Right. That's me not coming back next year. Thanks for that, Bud.
I've been saying this since the day I fucking met you, mate. Stop it.
I remind you of Antonio's leg titch. Oh, yeah. I remind you of... No, actually, I thought I got it and I didn't. I remind you of Antonio's leg titch. I'm lost. Somebody, what does that mean? Because, yeah, I'm obviously... I remind you of Antonio's leg titch. Right, he's got big legs.
Solid.
She said, is that a thumbprint? James, yeah.
I don't know. Which leg's she talking about?
Oh, I know. No. Because I called her Hammy. That's it. Sorry. Instead of happy, I said Hammy. Right. He's hamstring. Yeah. Okay, right. There we go. You know, because I said Hammy instead of happy. I always do that. Every now and again, I call her Hammy. So,
I suppose it makes a change of from her thinking about Lanzini's third leg, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. I'm going to put the budget. I'm going to put your channel link in the future descriptions. I've done it on the.
Oh, thank you.
Kieran's one from each team. This one here, I haven't put anything in here.
No, that's fine.
So yeah, just promoting from within, basically. Promoting the channels, and yeah, it will be good to see you lot doing that and live streaming and all of that. And I'm gonna. If you need any help, then we've already spoke about this. Then, that's what I do. Basically,
I'll tell you what.
I also got an idea that I want to talk to you about anyway.
What background?
That background you got, Tish, looks the bollocks. I like that.
Oh.
That's different. It's called really fun.
It's called futuristic. That's what it is.
I call it green screen.
Nah, no such thing. What's that? Look at that, mate. Boy. Right, we'll wrap it up. So, Kieran, just quickly, you glad that you done your one from each team, and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a banging team. The more I looked at it when I seen it in front of me with all the pictures of the players, I thought, God, I wish I had the money to spend on that team. What's that team worth?
Yeah, exactly.
Quite a few quid, isn't it? Like all of them, they're worth a lot of money.
Well, they said in the chat that it was probably going to be your team that was the most valuable.
Yeah, I got lucky. I did. Did you not have Ronaldo to pick from, Budge, when you done yours?
No, I didn't have him to pick from. I wouldn't have picked him anyway.
I've got Trippier, Coutinho, and Ronaldo.
I would rather have picked Phil Jones.
Right, fair enough. That's why mine's going to score more goals, though. So I don't care.
That's why Varane got the nod, because there was just nobody at Man United I wanted to pick. Nobody. I didn't know anything about Lingard coming to us at the time or anything like that. It was shortly after.
Well,
shortly after
I've got a funny feeling in the transfer window we're not going to be buying any of them.
Or any player.
Or anyone. Or anyone.
What's this? Happy says.
Thanks for putting me to bed on that note. That's really kind of you, mate.
Thank you, Happy. All right, Budgie, just quickly, how often do you think you're going to be doing videos on your new channel? Like on a week?
Okay,
how many a week?
Well, it's probably going to take me about a week or so to try and work out a schedule and, with Kieran and the other bits and bobs that I want to do. The stuff like these, the possibility of player interviews and stuff, they will be filtered in as and when I can do them, when I get the opportunity to do them. Yeah. I mean, I'll even take days off work to go and do them, or take out a few hours off work to do them. So they will come up as and when I get the opportunity to do them. Stuff like, Refocus and that'll be a weekly thing. As I said, we'll have to work on a schedule. We'll still be doing Unfocused. There'll be Budgie Uncaged. I'll be going live probably once or twice a week for the moment. Nothing majorly over invasive, as it were, and everything. Still got other stuff to continue to do, and I haven't actually got my fully paid up StreamYard account either yet, so I'm working on a very basic one. So I can't put up background or overlays or anything like that. I can only play short videos, so limited amount of airtime and stuff like that. So yeah, I just got to wait until the beginning of the month when I launch properly.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is all just going to be like, bits and bobs until then. And then at the beginning of the month, I'll pay my subscription and I'll do it for the year. And then, I'll probably have a proper full out, launch. And I shall be chatting to a man I know that's going to design me a whole new studio and everything. Very cheap as well.
What's that?
Look at this. Yeah. Will there be regular times for your show, Budgie? That's what I'm happy. And then we'll.
Yeah. As I said, I've got to work out a schedule, but yes, there will be. Yeah. I expect. Yeah. What I've got to try and do is I've got to try and schedule so that I don't overlap with anybody else's time frame as well. I'm going to try and be as respectful as I can to everybody out there that's West Ham related. So, from everybody from West Ham Network to, to Forsham Iron and everybody else. I'm going to try and be respectful of their scheduling. So it's going to take me a few days to work it out. But yes, there will be regular slots for my show.
All right. Finally, Cams, I know you haven't really got a chance to speak today, but we want to know, like Cam's Corner, we will call it Cam's Corner. That's coming out on Friday, 6 p.m. Basically, just what is what will that segment of the channel be about? And we all know we don't. It's not going to be every Friday at 6 p.m. It's it's working around Cam's schedule. But yeah, when you do go live, Cam, by yourself, what are you going to be talking about, basically?
Just a bit of everything, really. Doesn't always have to be West Ham related either. We might go on to a bit of what's going on elsewhere. It's the whole purpose of it is a chance for me to get to know everyone else a bit better, if you know what I mean. Introduce myself a bit more, and then hopefully go from there. To be honest with you, I haven't exactly got a plan yet. I'll be honest with you, but I'm working on something, and hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah,
good.
Kieran,
what time was that? What night is that, Cam?
Friday at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. 4 in the fucking morning. Well done.
You can't. You can't. You can't.
It ain't all about you, You're the Wizard of Oz anyway. Whisk yourself up a few extra hours sleep. I tell you what, actually, Kieran, get a microwave bed. Get 8 hours sleep in 4 minutes.
Before you go, Pete, before you end this, one thing I would like to say, just in case there's any other Australians ever watch this, tomorrow is Australia Day here, right? Australia Day, so happy Australia Day to all Australians, because it's a big thing here. It's a bit like 4th of July for the Aussies, right? So happy Australia Day to them. Big public holiday. Everyone will be waving a little Aussie flag and having their barbecues and swimming in their swimming pools. So have a good day, boys, if any of you watch this, which is doubtful.
And I second that. Happy Australia Day. Like Kieran has said, obviously, the Australians take that day quite seriously. So, happy Australian Day for tomorrow, I think. So yeah, Cam, me and Kieran will have to tune into your first live after, because I will be at football, so I won't be able to watch it. Gotta come at you first live.
If I wake up at 4 in, I'll watch it.
I've chosen a bad time, and that's what it is. Everyone's about and busy. I've chosen a bad time.
Happy can't join. We back for the same team and could really help Happy. But yeah, Cam, it don't matter. Even if only 2 people are watching, at the end of the day, you're doing it just to get some experience, by yourself on YouTube. It don't matter. It doesn't. Yeah.
Sorry, can I just interrupt briefly, quickly?
Yeah.
It's my son's birthday. It's just after midnight now.
Good. Happy birthday.
It's my son's birthday. Jack.
What's his name? Jack.
Jack. Yeah. He don't want to come on camera. He don't want to come on camera. He's too
Happy
shy.
birthday, Jack.
Bless him. Yeah, he's 19 today. Bless him.
How old? 18.
19. Yeah, he's my baby as well.
That's Kieran's.
Oh. Yeah.
There you go.
2003. Yeah. So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all right.
He came in. I give him a cuddle and that, didn't I? He's still my baby. No, he's still my baby, man. Don't matter how old they are, they still get cuddled from their dad. Don't matter how old they are.
One other thing, Budgie. Sorry.
Yeah, mate.
Are you gonna have guests on your show? Yeah.
Yes.
And if I'm ever a guest, please let me know who else is coming on before I agree to come. Do you understand? Like, if you invite me,
it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be different to how you've all seen me in the past. It's gonna be a little bit more structured than I have been on Random. If I have guests in the studio, it will probably just be one at a time. It's a lot easier to have a one-on-one with somebody than have 2 or 3 people trying to put a point across. So I would probably be more likely to just have one at a time, maybe 2 at most. But yeah, I would be very selective about who I have on there and when I have them on there.
Look at this.
I
could think of someone fun to get you on with Titch.
Yeah, I know who she's thinking of and all.
Yeah, I know.
Stop it. She's so naughty, isn't she? Oh, mate. All my lighters are running out of gas and my kids have run up on my gas. Yeah, we're going to have all sorts of fun going on, but it won't be chaotic, I'm not going to be stacking up people in the studio, And I mean, I may even do. Well, I'm thinking about doing like a phone-in type thing, where people can come into the studio. They don't have to be on camera. They can just be in a blank box, but they can come in, have 10 minutes, put their point across, and then literally just do like 5 or 6 people for the show. And then that's one of the show concepts I'm thinking of.
Yeah, as long as nobody comes on and falls asleep, I think you'll be right.
Yeah. What did you lot think of the song?
Oh, it was very good. It was very good. I've watched that video probably 3 times now.
Yeah, I've done it twice.
I think I've watched it on all 3 of my accounts actually. Cause I've got 3 YouTube accounts. Yeah. I've probably watched it on all 3 of them now, just to give you a like on it because I think it's hilarious. Yeah.
All fun and games, but yeah, we will wrap this up, and you're gonna see more of Budgie on West Ham Elite. Is it Elite or Elites? It's Elite.
Green Street Elite.
Green Street Elite. Sorry.
Yeah.
Green Street Elites. You're going to see more of Kieran on, all 3 channels. And you're going to see more of Cam's, especially as Cam's Corner kicks off this Friday. So, thanks again,
Good
Kieran,
luck with
for...
Cam.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
I'll be tuning in, mate.
Your budget will be there. And Cam's will at some point have guests on as well. Just him, probably +1 at some points in that. Maybe it's just him. Sometimes he will invite people on. So yeah, but yeah, Kieran, thank you for doing the one from each team.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, and you know, taking part in the first one back. Yeah, it was good. It was good, and it was good that we could do it as a live and have everybody that was interacting. So that's definitely the best way to go. Yeah, so I was happy with the end product. So Kieran, much appreciated, much respect.
Thank you.
But yeah, you lot, one thing to say, and then we will end this stream. Where are we? Good luck, Budgie.
On your hands.
On your hands.
Come on, your hands. See you later, everybody. Everybody.
Take care.
Let me end that.